The most important thing that I have learned is to understand and be reminded continuously of my orientation, because my orientation is what keeps me grounded. It is my essence. And the first things that I think about with regards to my orientation is, where am I from? Who am I and what am I all about? And the way to understand that for me is to understand the hierarchy that brought me into being. And that is the understanding of El Elyon, Yahweh, and Yeshua. And El Elyon is where my being comes from. And the ordering of my being comes from Yahweh. And my understanding of myself as a human being comes from Yeshua. So Yahweh is a son of El Elyon. He is the Son of God, as is Yahweh and Yeshua together, because they are man and angel united. And that's how I understand it. That's my orientation. So when I think about the events around me, I have to realize, in the light of that orientation, how much am I going to be able to understand? Well, understanding that is not really a rational process. It's an experience. And the rational mind is not going to be able to really come to grip with the fact of who we are. Because who we are, as I understand it, is that we are creations of light. We are children of light. So most of my family and most of my friends think that we are consciousness. We came from consciousness. Yes, well, it's all about consciousness. Well, in my mind, that's not the way to understand it. I am a being of light. I am a child of light. And if you look at the prologues of the Gospel of John, you can see very clearly the pains that he took, the effort he made to help us understand that we are children of light. In fact, he made such a case for that. He laid it out so clearly. He is, in my mind, saying, look, you're not going to be able to understand the story of Yeshua here unless you understand that you are a child of light. That's how important that understanding is. You are not material consciousness. That is not who we are. We are children of light. And we ride on spectrums of light, some of which we simply cannot possibly understand. So the rational mind, the inquiring mind, is not going to be able to comprehend that. And the events of the world around us, understood in that light, take on a completely different understanding. So my prayer, my connection with my angel, has to do with the relationship of El Elyon, Yahweh, and Yeshua, understood in the backdrop of a material reality, a manifested reality. But the manifested reality is of limited importance, because the manifested reality that surrounds us all is one that is easily overtaken by personality. And I don't mean overtaken in that it is overcome. The understanding of our world comes in the context of understanding what's around us through our personality. And if you go that route, that's why you're going to end up getting very confused. It is a difficult thing to understand. But understanding the world around us in the context of our personality is the biggest mistake we can make, because it can be understood best as understanding the world around us as light. It's a reality of light. And so that reality of light is where we live. It's not in the material reality created by consciousness or by personality. It's really something quite different. And that is the solace that I experience when I try and understand the workings of the world, which it's a limited effort. I have to kind of give up. I have to step back. I have to say, well, it cannot be understood in the context that most of us try to understand it. The only way you can understand it is if you understand we are children of light. And the reality of the cosmos is one that's driven by light, beams of light. Beams of light that have shone on the world, and as a result of that, life has been brought forth from the light. So light brings life. And that's how I want to see the world, as a vehicle, a creation of light, because I am a creation of light. And my angel and I together, my angel and me, as it were, are creatures of light. And we are manifested as light. So we see light. And that light that we see is in sympathy with the rest of the beings around us. And that sympathy is really important to understand the very nature of our existence as beings of light. Everything is about being a being of light. And that is a meditation which will satisfy immensely. So join me in that meditation. Join me in my meditation as I meditate with my angel. And I hope that you will meditate with your angel on the significance and meaning of being a child of light. Amen.